So we ranking Ben 10 aliens I found off this tier list to S to F tier. We're basing them off of powers and designs and how much screen time they have. Starting with Heat Blast. Heat Blast is super cool. He gets an S tier. He has a cool design, cool scenes, and cool powers with his fire manipulation. Wild Mutt, I think he deserves a B tier. He's a big old alien dog, and I like that. Diamond Head, another S tier. He's super cool. Everyone's fan favorite alien. Where he destroys Vilgax, inventions of Vilgax, and defeats Malware without even breaking a sweat too. Accelerate, the fast boy. Another S tier. He's super cool with his super speed and super tornadoes, and like it when he stops time in that one episode where the Ben 10 trio go to watch a game of baseball. It's pretty cool. Grey Matter, he's the Met alien in my opinion. I just don't find him that cool as the other original 10 aliens. Forearms, he's getting another another S tier. He's super cool and iconic with his super strength and huge size and scenes alone. Any kid would fall in love with this alien. Stinkfly, he's pretty cool. When he shoots goo out of his eyes, that's pretty cool. Jaws. Jaws is an underrated alien in my opinion, and I like his scenes in the Kraken and They Lurk Below. Those are some good scenes. Upgrade. Upgrade is my favorite Ben 10 alien of all time. So I think he gets an S tier. He gets an S tier for sure. With his merging with technology and making and upgrading it to make it even more powerful is super cool. He has a super cool design with the techno pattern too. Ghost Freak, A tier. I like his design, the whole scare art where he escapes the Omnitrix. That's pretty cool. Cannonball, a roly-poly boy. There's an S tier. Cannonball is a cool alien. Well, he only has one power where he just rolls him into a ball. I think it's super cool, and they do some creative stuff with it too. Wildvine, it's a B tier. Wildvine is another cool animal with a cool design with his Venus flytrap. It looks super cool. And his vines too. Spitter, he's my least favorite classic alien since we only see him for like a minute, so he's getting a C tier. Megawatt, we'll give him a B tier. He has a cool design, and I like it in the Ben 10,000 episode where he gets electrocuted up and blasts his electricity. Arctiguana, don't really remember that much from Arctiguana aside from the Absolute Zero gag, so I think it's a C. He's pretty cool. While I didn't get to appear that much, I think he's still super cool, so he gets a B tier. Ben Mummy, it's an A tier. He has a cool design and some cool fight scenes where he fights XLR8 and Siphon. Those are super cool. And I gotta get creative with his bandages and stuff. It looks pretty cool. Ben Vector, he had the coolest impression in Be Afraid of the Dark. Makes me wish this alien appear a lot more, especially other than their trio, because they were done dirty and classic. Well, we got both the Merc and the Perk form are up shit. I'm just gonna put them in the same tier. But I'm putting the Perk form higher since I like the Perk form more than the Merc form. I like Upchuck's powers where he eats stuff and spits it straight out. That's super cool. And his design too. Especially the classic design. That's a sick design. Way big. I'll always remember that the very first time I watched Secret of the Omnitrix and saw Way Big at the very end of the episode. It just destroys every Vilgax drone and throws Vilgax into the void space. I'll always remember that episode. Ditto, he gets an A tier. I just like the clawing powers and the voice too. And it seems always never failed to put a smile on my face. Eye Guy, I used to hate Eye Guy, but now I like him. So he's getting a B tier. He has cool elemental powers. And I also like his design too. I used to hate this design, but now I like it. Now we finished with the classic aliens. Now for the Alien Force aliens. Swampfire. S tier. You see my ranking of every UAF alien. Swampfire ranked number 1. He's the cool alien. Like he's Wildvine Heat Blast, but cooler. Echo. It's gonna be tier. I know people like Echo more than Ditto, but I just find the design to be too bland for me to like him more than Ditto. He just looks like a Funko Pop with arms and legs. Humongosaur. I really like dinosaurs. And I like his growth ability. Needs an S tier. He has some cool stuff in UAF and the reboot as well. Jetray. It's gonna be a B tier. I quite like Jetray. I like how it can fly through space and different dimensions too. That's super cool. Big Shill, being an S tier. Like, I just really like how his cloak can fold up into huge wings and phase through walls and freeze anything, even and freeze anything. That's super cool. Chroma Stone. Oh boy, he gets an A tier. I like his absorb powers. Since he's the only alien out of the Alien Force aside LX and Goop and Spider Monkey to actually have unique powers, since most of the Alien Force aliens have similar powers to aliens in Classic. And I like how he has unique powers, so it's pretty cool too. Brainstorm, I'll give him B tier. I like how he can use his electric powers and his intelligence combined together, and I also like the brain popping out. That's pretty cool. Spider Monkey, the goat, he's going into another B tier. He has some cool powers with shooting webs out of his tail and doing some Spider-Man plus monkey acrobatics. Goop is getting another B tier. I like Slime, and I like how he can, fly up with his gravity projector and destroy Techodon robot. That's pretty cool. Alien X getting an A tier. I would put him in S tier if UAF did him better, since he had opportunities to appear in UAF, like the Alien Force finale and the Hybrid War, but he only gets 2 appearances, one not even a minute, so I can't put him in this here, sadly. Lodestar, one of the more underrated aliens. He deserves an A tier. Lodestar is super cool with his magnetic powers, and he has some pretty cool feats as well. Nanomech, I'm not too crazy over Nanomech, so he's getting a C tier. Rafto, I love Rafto's iconic "Let me tell you something," and his aggressiveness, and he just goes on rambling on about things. Those are just hilarious. Water Hazard, speaking an A tier. I like how we have a Ben 10 water alien, since we hadn't had those in both Alien Force or Classics, so I like how we have a water alien now. Amphibian, he's gonna get a B tier. He does some pretty cool stuff, and he's shown to be the strongest out of the Andromeda 5, since he's the one to hold the mech against Agrigor 2, and he's also able to take over bodies, like when Rat take over Ben's body. It's pretty cool. Armadillo, super strong and cool powers, and a cool design too. Well, UAF went out like how Omniverse's face looks, but Armadillo is still super cool. Terrasman is my favorite out of the Andromeda 5, so he's getting an A tier. I really like his wind powers and how he's a turtle. I'm just a big fan of turtles. NRG, he's my least favorite out of the Andromeda 5. I like the Russian in the unseated form, but the seated form looks pretty bland. So, the Fast Shrek, getting an F tier, nothing more than XLR8 ripoff. ripoff. That's all I have to say. He's just a ripoff of Accelerate, down to the powers to the color scheme. Clockwork. I quite like Clockwork. It's getting a B tier. Seeing a low B. I'm not too big in his design, but his powers is pretty cool. Chameleon. I really like his design with the 3 different colored eyes and the camouflage. Super cool. I also wish he appeared more too, since he has the potential to be super cool. Shack Squatch. It's getting, it's an A tier. In the Omniverse, like the Russian accent, the Canadian A's. It's shown that he can be super cool. Evil. Getting a C tier. UAF Evil's voice is cool, but he doesn't have a whole lot of any special scenes going for him right now. In a hot take, I like his UAF design more than his Omniverse design. But Evil's not really, I'm not too big into Evil a whole lot. Jury I'm a C tier. He has some cool powers where he can take anything and turn into a machine of death, but I'm not too big on the design a whole lot. Feedback is getting an S tier. Feedback is super cool, especially when you can absorb electricity and send it back like it's nothing. And he gives off NBA professional basketball player vibes too. Blocks. I know a lot of people hate Blocks, but I like Blocks, so he's getting a B tier. I think he's a cool alien. Gravitech. I like Gravitech with his gravity-based powers. He gets an S tier. Yeah, and he also has a cool design, being a giant boulder too. Crash Hopper. He has an annoying voice. Like his powers can bounce up and down too. Get them in high C. Ball Weaver. Give him a low B. I like how he can spit out green stuff and make a ball super big and send it blasting like a bomb. The reason why he's not higher on those because I just like the other aliens more. Rocket Shroud. D tier, don't really care about him. He also has a stupid design too. Pesky Dust, a C tier. I'm not too big into fairies, but Pesky Dust has some pretty cool powers, so we can put some at C tier. Mustache. Just a really stupid alien. And he's just a goofy alien and not in a good way. The worst. Yeah, I don't really care about the worst either. Kick and Knock. Getting a B tier. I like how he has a bunch of cool scenes and where he takes things and has a cool voice too. Topig. also don't really care about this guy a whole lot as well. Astrodactyl, being A tier. I really like dinosaurs, and Astrodactyl's Astrodactyl's no exception. And I like his jetpack wingsuit, those are super cool. Bullfrog, super cool, his mafia boss New Yorker accent. And he's in the Incursion episode, and some cool things. That's pretty sick too. Atomics is some cool scenes and all, but I'm not too big on the design. I'm not a big fan of the traffic cone shaped head. I think that looks very stupid. Gut Rot, I think it's getting a B tier. I like Gut Rot with his mini creative gases. That's pretty cool. Vampire, I don't give two craps about Vampire. It's gonna C tier. Overflow, his voice is cool, but he's just nothing more than just a water hazard rip-off, like Fast Strike, down to the colors and the powers. The reason why he's higher than Fast Strike, the reason why he's in F tier is because I like his voice. This sounds pretty cool. Gax, he's getting a low B. I don't really have that much to say since he's only in the season 1 finale of Ben 10 in the reboot, where Ben uses Gax's powers super immaturely. Shock Rock, I'm like, this guy gets an S tier. I think this guy is super cool. He's my favorite alien from the reboot, and his electric powers are super cool. Like, he can form his hand to like a hammer or a sword, or maybe even a chainsaw. Slapback, I quite like Slapback. I think he's getting a B tier. He's my second favorite duplicate alien, and I like how he has duplication along a super strength too. What's Bashmouth doing here? Ben never used him, and so I'm just gonna be right here. Yeah, that's good. And last but not least, Surge. I honestly do not give two craps about this alien. This guy's just completely useless in every single way. Only when the species are around when he's actually useful. But he's just completely useless. So there's my Ben 10 tier list. This is the new and improved version of the tier list. I have a lot of aliens I really like, especially the B to A tier. So what will be my top 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can go all the way from feedback to upgrade as my top 10 favorite aliens. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more.